Despite repeated warnings from the U.S. Coast Guard, the dangers are frequently ignored until it's too late. Good evening, everyone. I'm Bill Harris, and thanks for joining us tonight. The Michigan Coast Guard had their hands full from more than a dozen calls over the weekend, rescuing several people from freezing water. NBC 25's Josh Marshall is on Brissett Beach in Bay County, where crews launched a search this morning. Josh?
Good evening, Bill. The Coast Guard says that the Great Lakes ice is dangerous and unpredictable because of that wind howling in out of the west and breaking up the ice as you go along. Starting around 3 a.m., local fire department crews responded here, rescuing 4 people from the ice. A few hours later, the Coast Guard was called in for reports of four-wheelers and people drifting away.
You could be out on a piece of ice and 20 minutes later, you got water around you. It's crazy because of the wind.
The Michigan Coast Guard says over a dozen distressed calls were made over the weekend. Dangerous ice conditions continued this morning.
We initially responded with a helicopter and our airboat. We started to head out there. We encountered some rough weather, some heavy seas.
Poor conditions forcing the airboat to pull back and let the Dolphin helicopter conduct a search for four-wheelers drifting away on ice. Residents along the Saginaw Bay are keeping tally of this year's emergency rescues. This weekend's conditions are adding extra numbers to Jim Jenicke's count.
This weekend they've been rescuing a lot of people. It's just this wind and warm weather. People are just itching to get fishing.
The Coast Guard is urging those scratching that itch to use proper precaution.
You just always need to have a plan, have a buddy, know where you're going. You need to wear, a life jacket, some way to get out.
Whether it be a screwdriver or ice holes, the Coast Guard says it's the difference between life and death in the changing weather conditions.
And you come back at 9, 10 o'clock at night, and next thing you know, the crack's 15 feet wide open because of the wind.
It's unconfirmed where those four-wheelers came from or where the people went, but the Standish-Saginaw River Coast Guard says that they handle every single call as an emergency. Live on Brissett Beach, Josh Marshall, NBC 25.